Hello students, today in this lecture we will discuss about different types of precision grinder machine. Now as in previous lecture we have discussed about different types of rough grinder machine and where these particular grinder machines are used. Let us further continue our topic in the case of this precision grinder machine. So the first type in this precision grinder machine, that is the cylindrical grinding machine. Now first let us have a look at this simple 2D diagram of this cylindrical grinding machine. Now as you can see, the construction, it has similar construction to that of the lathe machine that we have seen. In this, some of the parts are similar to that of the lathe machine, from which first you can see this first part, that is called as the headstock. And this headstock is consist of the main power transmission element and the spindle which helps to hold the material. Another part that we have shown over here in this figure, this next part is called as the faceplate. This we have also discussed in the lathe machine topic. This faceplate, that is nothing but our work holding device which helps to hold the work during machining operation. The third part shown over here, that is the workpiece, and as you can see, the workpiece shown over here, it has the shape cylindrical, and in many of the cases this machine is used for grinding cylindrical workpieces only, and that's why this machine is also called as the cylindrical grinding machine. The next part, behind this workpiece, as you can see, as this is the workpiece, behind this workpiece the grinding wheel is attached, which I have highlighted over here. So this is the grinding wheel, and this grinding wheel helps to remove the material or for the finishing purposes in this particular machine. Similarly, as we see, for any long cylindrical workpieces, this workpiece needs to be held from the both side. It requires proper fixture from the both side, and that's why one holding portion is provided on the headstock side, and as we have discussed in our lathe machine topic also, for holding longer workpieces in the tailstock side, the centers are provided which helps to hold these longer workpieces. So similarly, as you can see, tailstock is also attached over here, and this tailstock has provided this type of the center which helps to hold these cylindrical workpieces easily during rotation. So this tailstock can be moved on the guideways available over here, and this movement is necessary because based on the length of the workpiece available, this tailstock needs to be moved and needs to be accommodated easily. That means longer length of the workpiece can also held in this cylindrical grinding machine based on the requirement, and this holding is obtained by using the tailstock which can be adjusted on the table or the work table available. Next, as you can see, the next part shown over here, that is the tailstock hand wheel which is indicated over here, and this tailstock hand wheel is used to operate these centers available over here. So the movement of center in the axial direction may be in forward direction, may be in the return direction. This can be adjusted easily by using this tailstock hand wheel. Other parts are very basic, which you can see this hand wheel is provided, and this hand wheel is provided for the adjustment or for the movement of the headstock parts available over here. And the basic main important part, that is the base, is shown over here, which supports all the parts available on this grinding machine, which absorbs the vibration also, which held rigidly to help easy or any machining operations. The next important part that is shown over here, that is the work table, and this work table is helpful for holding this particular guideways or the headstock and the tailstock available over here. So this is the basic discussion about this cylindrical grinding machine. So this is our basic first discussion about these cylindrical grinding machines. So now, as you can see over here, we have summarized the basic discussion that is shown over here, which you can see. The cylindrical grinding involves holding of the workpiece rigidly on the centers that we have discussed, and it is also held rigidly in maybe a chuck or in suitable work holding fixture or any devices, and then it rotates about its axis. And now when the workpiece is fixed over here, this grinding wheel is fed towards the workpiece, and this workpiece is given movement in the forward or backward direction, and this is how this entire cylindrical job can be machined very easily. And the entire surface or periphery of this cylindrical component can be done easily by using this cylindrical grinding machine. So as you can see, this process is helpful when the workpiece length is longer. And next we will start our new discussion about the plain cylindrical grinders. Let us have a look at the simple figure shown over here. Similarly, you can see over here, cylindrical job is set over here. The grinding wheel, which is indicated over here, this is the grinding wheel. This is the work holding device. At this end you can also see dead center, which is fixed inside the tailstock. So simply this grinder is given movement towards the workpiece by using the handle, and the lubrication is provided by using this nozzle. So some of the operation is similar to these of the cylindrical grinding machines. So as we have discussed, similarly it consists of the two centers, and the workpiece is held between these two centers. And while operation, this rotating workpiece is moved across the face of this grinding wheel. That means this cylindrical workpiece is moved based on the requirement where the machining is requirement, because the position of this grinding wheel is fixed. That's why this cylindrical component needs to be moved across the face of this grinding wheel. So I hope it is clear to you that how this cylindrical grinding machine operates, and the similarity in the work of this cylindrical grinding machine and this plain cylindrical grinders. And similarly you can see over here, the amount of feed of the workpiece is always equal to the depth of the cut. Now we will discuss about the next machine, that is the universal cylindrical grinder machine. And as we have seen in the case of the plain cylindrical grinding machine, this universal cylindrical grinder machine is also consists of the similar parts to that of the plain cylindrical grinding machine. So what is the major difference between this plain cylindrical grinding machine and universal cylindrical grinding machine? So the main difference is that the headstock can be swiveled in the horizontal plane. That means if the headstock is available, as we have seen in our previous topic, the headstock position is fixed and it cannot be moved. But now in the case of the universal cylindrical grinding machine, this headstock can be swiveled easily about this horizontal plane, and this is the extra movement that can be obtained in this universal cylindrical grinder machine. Other than this, operation performed and all the parts are similar to that of the plain cylindrical grinder machine. So now, as the swiveling is possible about the horizontal plane, its wheel can be raised or lowered to 90 degree for grinding taper angles. That means now in the case of universal grinding machine, the grinding wheel can also be raised or lower up to the 90 degree for generating any taper angles also. So this is the discussion about this universal cylindrical grinding machine. So again I am repeating, This universal cylindrical grinder machine is similar to this of plain cylindrical grinder machine. Second, the major difference from the plain cylindrical grinder machine is first, its headstock can be swiveled in the horizontal plane. And second, the grinding wheel can be moved or lowered up to 90 degree to generate the taper angles. So this is the main difference. Now, the next important machine, that is the centerless grinder machine. Now, let us have a look at the simple figure shown over here. For any of the machinery, if we want to set, suppose if we want to machine this cylindrical workpiece, we must need to set, or we must need to provide fixture for the finishing operation to this cylindrical component. But without providing any fixtures and arranging such that the component can be machined very easily, and this type of arrangement is available in the case of the centerless grinder machine. So first figure, as we have seen, this part is the workpiece that we need to machine, and this part is fixed between two rollers, from which first one is called as the grinding wheel, which is shown over here, and the second one, that is the regulating wheel, which helps to hold this workpiece available in between them. And to this workpiece, support is provided from the downward direction, and this support is called as the blade. So now, as you can see, when the grinding wheel rotates in clockwise direction, similarly this regulating wheel also rotates in clockwise direction, but the workpiece available in it rotates in the anti-clockwise direction, as you can see. That means, let me show figure or cross-sectional view. This is first one, that is the grinding wheel. This is the workpiece. So this is the first grinding wheel, this is the second regulating wheel, and this is the workpiece. So now when the grinding wheel rotates in clockwise direction, this workpiece rotates in anti-clockwise direction, and similarly this regulating wheel rotates in the clockwise direction. And as the grinding wheel rotates in clockwise and this workpiece rotates in anti-clockwise direction, due to friction in between them, easily finishing operation can be obtained. So this is how, by providing support at the end only, the center of the workpiece is set easily by using this grinding and regulating wheel, and there is no any other fixtures are required, and that's why this machine is called as the centerless grinder machine. And this is very efficient method to generate or to finish the cylindrical surfaces of any workpieces. So again, you can see the basic working of this hollow cylindrical component as shown over here, and how it is fixed using this grinding wheel and the regulating wheel, and in between them, by providing the support from the bottom side, easily machining operation can be obtained, or the finishing operation that can be performed. So we have discussed different types of precision grinder machine which are used for finishing purpose only. So there is also variation, that is, we have discussed about different rough grinder machine which are used for the roughing purpose, and we have also discussed about different precision grinder machine which are used for grinding or precision work only. So looking forward to see you all in our next lecture. Up to then, thank you.